Hello, welcome to the Soviet Union's, well, not Soviet Union, REDFOR. REDFOR? Yeah, REDFOR. Their naval armada, I guess. Their fleet that you can call upon to fight against NATO, or Blue 4 now, because there's people that's not NATO in it. But yeah, let's start. First we've got the Najin. And as we see, we start off with the 100 gun. Brilliant name, very inventive, because it fires a 100mm round. Doesn't get better than that. Yeah, as you see, accuracy is terrible, but that's to be. Actually, I really don't understand why the accuracy is so terrible. But as you can see, there's two of them. There's one at the back and one at the front. Obviously, you have to get, not pretty close, but you have to get closer than what their radar missiles are, or their anti-ship missiles anyway. So yeah, that's that weapon. Next, obviously, is the radar missiles themselves, which are in these massive silos, I'm assuming, because they look perfect for these types of missiles. As you see, you only get two of them, and the range isn't exactly the best in comparison to other missiles. But I think their accuracy is about the same. Yeah. 20 knots, not the fastest either. And it is kinda, I would say, designed like World War II ship type thing, I'd have to say. Could be wrong with that. Might be more kind of. Well, actually, it is the Vietnam era, but yeah, amazing. Also in this is these dual type 66, which is obviously these big guns, both the front of the ship and at the back of the ship again. These be effective against. They've got okay range in helicopters and airplanes, so it'd be good for flak protection of your ship, and I'm assuming they're good at intercepting missiles, even though only 300 rounds a minute. And then of course you can see 6 of these smaller guns, which would be flak support, as well as 2 of these guns that are on these towers. So this ship is pretty much armed to the teeth, even though it only tells you about like the main weapons. It still has all these defense capabilities present. That's 150 points. I would say that's a pretty good price considering the fact of the rest of the prices of the ship. Next we'll have the the Sovereign class got, and as you can see, has a pretty big gun at the front. Dual AK 130 MR. Guessing, yeah, again, Soviet Union with their creativity, 130, because it fires 130mm rounds. As you see, the range is better on this one, so it can almost outreach some of the radar missiles. And if you watched the previous video, you would have heard me saying that the NATO does not own radar missiles, anti-tank missiles anyway. No, not anti-tank, anti-ship missiles that have a range greater than 9,000. But here, this Sovereign class, as I'm going to call it, because I'm stupid, has a range of 9,450 and accuracy of 70%, as well as stabilizer 70%. So it can even fire well on the move. So I mean, this ship is just. Oh, I didn't even notice that actually. It has 2 of these AK 130s, which makes it even more elite, defendable, and obviously can assault just as well. Also has 48 radar missiles for intercepting, obviously anti-ship missiles, just because of the mere size they can do that. And it'd be pretty good at shooting down any kind of air support the enemy has as well. We've got the range and the accuracy. Although I will not understand how 60% is 60%, the exact same percentage is completely different on these two bars. for accuracy and stabilizer, but I mean, there's probably a next reasonable explanation for that. They fucked up. And last but not least, although it's not marked, it has 4 of these small guns again on the side. Couldn't tell you what they are, but they look like they're either for anti-missile or just anti-air, as well as 2 guns just behind the main gun at the front, and this missile launcher, which I'm assuming is part of the radar missile launchers, but that's here at the back, so I do not know. As well as that, it has a helipad, or a landing pad, which I'd assume might come into play at some point during the game cycle. Right, next we have the Luda. Type 51 Luda. Straight away, it's got a pretty good main gun. It's a dual again. 130, meaning it fires 130mm rounds, as per usual with these ships for some bizarre fucking reason. Yeah, but it's got that. Pretty good range. The accuracy for these weapons isn't the best. If it goes above 20%, it's probably the best weapon on the ship. Well, the best main cannon on the ship. Of course, these dual types you can see here, even though they say accuracy 30, that's fully auto. You can see 300 rounds a minute. Not the best, but compared to 13, it has a slight advantage. Next, you can see we'll have the 6 radar ship missiles, and although obviously the range isn't as good as the Sovereign class, they still have a pretty good range in comparison to a lot of the NATO ships. They get 6 of the missiles, and theoretically, because 50% accuracy, you're guaranteed to hit once every 2 shots, so got a pretty good target there. Now obviously, last but not least, these dual types. They'd be good anti-air support against helicopters. Oh wait, there's 4 of these dual types. Got them here on the side as well. Jesus Christ. Russians love to arm their ships to the teeth. But yeah, 2,000 nanometers against helicopters, good range against helicopters. But I assume these are more for flak protection against anti-ship missiles as well. Next we have the Type 53. What's that? The Jaguni 3. That's much smaller ship than the rest. Yeah, it's a nice small ship. It's got a landing pad as well. So as you see, it has 32 anti-radar missiles. Well, yeah, these are defensive missiles. Yeah, I know they were. But yeah, 2,000 nanometers, not the best range, but its accuracy is good. So you don't get more chance of hitting if it gets into range. Its main cannon, 100mm cannon again. It's got the same range as about the rest of them, so to be honest, if you're going to engage your ships into cannon range, they'll all be about the same distance, so you can keep your fleet in tight formation to make sure they're well protected against enemy ships, enemy missiles, just anything the enemy can throw at you at this point. And also have 8 ship missiles, anti-ship missiles, and as you can see, 8,750, close to the best range missiles, the Sovereignly, that one, the Sovereign class, it matches the best range of any NATO ship. So just for this ship to get in range, every other NATO ship's in range, but you've already fired at them with the Sovereign class, so I mean you're already at the advantage. Next thing to notice about this ship is it does have 4 of these guns as well, cannons. Look about cannon size. I'd guess about 30mm, maybe 20. Nah, too big for 20. It's 30mm, 40mm, and obviously these are going to be used as flak as well. Can't tell you the range because they're not even listed. But next we have the Udaloy. Okay, it's on fire. I don't think it's meant to be on fire. What? Maybe. Nope, still on fire. Oh well, we'll just do it this way on fire, I guess. Right, so first of all, let's get the main cannon, 130mm again. Only located at the front because the back has this landing pad. Grass fires real open. But yeah, the main cannon, it's average range yet again. As you can see, this one actually has a nice wee picture down here. And like, oh no, do I have them now? Oh well, that must have been a patch. Oh no, it's not got a picture. Yep. So it's just been that. As you see, also the EMC, the ECM even in this. EMC, I don't even remember what that is. The ECM in this is exceptionally good as well, 40%. Other than the fact most things only have 10%. Which means it's even harder for this thing to be hit, despite the fact the amount of flak it's got to protect it, and the rest of your navy should be there. It's got 64 radar missiles to deal with incoming enemy missile, as well as 8 of these long-range anti-ship missiles, which will just devastate from range if you can get through, obviously, the flak of the enemy fleet. I'm not going to stay in this one much longer, as you can see it's burning. I don't know why it's burning. I'm hoping it's just a glitch. That's one time. Right, now we have the midget ship. It's literally just a paddle boat been equipped with two radar ship missiles, anti-ship missiles. And as you can see, they don't even have the best range, so you're going to have to get close and personal with these. You're almost in cannon fire, the NATO forces, with this thing. And look at it. It's going to take like one shot and just blow up. It doesn't even have any flak protection. It's got this wee gun. As you can see there. It's got an alright range against helicopters, I guess, but its accuracy isn't even that good. It only has 2 of these anti-ship missiles as well, and there's a high chance none of them will hit. Anyway, this is pretty much just the same, except it's more of a kind of, it's a bigger boat fitted with two more missiles. As you can see, it doesn't have these missiles listed. It's that same as the ones in the last one, but you obviously get 2 more of them. But it does have a capabilities at the front and rear of the boat, so I guess it can defend itself a bit better, but it's a bigger target. Right, and next we have, which in my opinion is much cooler than the NATO one, is the Russian resupply ship. It has a much larger fuel capacity, or of 5,000 more, so it can transport more supplies to the enemy. But as you can see, it's slow, and it is a lot more than the NATO one. The NATO one is exceptionally cheaper. Well, 45 points I believe cheaper. Right, anyway, next we have the nunchuck. No. Nanakucha. The Nanakucha. We're going to call it nunchuck though. It's a nunchuck. This is my nunchuck. But anyway, straight away you can see it has no... Well, it does have a main gun? Right, the main gun's at the rear of the ship for some stupid reason. So it has no main gun at the front, so if it's sailing directly towards the enemy, it's got nothing to fire at except for these 6 missiles, which don't even have the best range. However, AA capacity is pretty good as well, especially anti-missile defense, with 40 radar missiles with 50% chance of hitting. But as you can see, the only thing at the front is this little thing. I don't even know what it is. It doesn't even look like a machine gun. But anyway, yeah, the cannon at the back, as you can see, it's got a terrible range actually, but its accuracy is for some reason really high in comparison to stabilizer, but they're both the same. Also has a smaller gun here, which looks like maybe a 20mm cannon. I'm just taking estimates of what these are, by the way. I could be completely wrong. They might not even be functional at this point, but I'm just kind of thinking they would be since they're actually there. But anyway, that's this ship. I don't really see much yet. That's advantage, I guess. If you're retreating, it's got a good advantage because the gun's in the rear. But besides for that, I don't know what to say about it. Now we have a little riverine boat. The PC Chungju. Chungju, is that who you saying? Yeah, Chungju. This is pretty much, obviously for river attacking, but it does have rocket pods. It's carrying a lot of them. It's carrying 116. I'd say that fires 32 at a time. Maybe 36. I'm just taking a guess again. Maybe even 24. It's got decent range for rocket pods, I guess, especially since the boat. We also have this main gun, which is pretty much just a tank gun taken off of a tank and added onto a boat. And then yet again it has some flak defense, although it does only shoot at helicopters. It's still there, and it would be good at dealing with infantry. Strength, size, yeah, that's about it for that one. Another ship boat. What's the advantage of this? It's got an anti-tank weapon, but it's a pretty close range anti-tank weapon. At 1,000 meters, I mean, the tank's going to be in firing range, and I'm pretty sure a tank would annihilate this boat. Oh no, but it has. Wait, it's got the main one there, but then it's got two other ones at the sides. And it's got a 37mm rounds, which I guess we're good for sniping infantry along the coast or along the rivers. Besides for that, I don't really see much use for this boat. Right, next we'll have this, which is another rocket boat. So its purpose is rocket, and yet again just a cannon taken off a tank and shoved on a boat and given an obscure colour. I mean, I've given up trying to pronounce the name of these because this is like the Schmiel. 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 As well as a 25mm flat gun. Good range against helicopters yet again. Airplanes not so much. I mean, at that range the airplane's already dropped its payload or fired whatever it's firing. And if it hits you, then this ship is gone. Only strength 50. This does have quite good back armour, surprisingly, for some reason. Never even really paid attention to the back, to the armour of the boats. It's not really took them into effect, but it's got quite good back armour. Now we have the Tarantula? Yeah, Tarantula, why not? The Tarantula. This is the Tarantula. As you can see, this has got the best range missiles, but only does have 4 of them. Also has it's a semi-decent cannon. You could stay out of the range of ground targets and fire at them with this. What else we got on it? I mean, those missiles, they're barely going to miss. The only way to destroy them is with the enemy's flak and anti-missile defense capabilities, which actually is pretty high in NATO side because we've got like 100 missiles in one of the boats. As you can see, these missiles are just, they're not designed for taking out air, they're designed for taking out missiles incoming. Right, second last ship, the Type 37. Thank you, REDFOR, for naming a ship something I can pronounce. Very kind of you. As you can see, the cannon is extremely close range. It's got better range on helicopters and airplanes, but it does have accuracy of 30%, which is extremely good for the cannons on a boat. As well as that, it has 6 missiles at the same range as every single NATO, well, the longest range of the NATO missiles. So this ship is going to get into about the same range as the NATO ones. And it does have accuracy 65%, so the majority of shots will be on target, which is, it's good to know, you know, that you can actually hit the target. CMC is also 30% as well, which is pretty good. And of course, although it's not mentioned, there's quite obviously 2 AA defense turrets here, which is the only anti-missile capability of this ship. And the last ship, Type 62 Shanghai. Yeah, riverine boat. you've got... Are they two the same? Yeah, the front and back guns are the same. I'm guessing they're 37mm weapon. This is basically just an infantry and light vehicle boat. I wouldn't say it's got much other purpose for going down a coast and supporting your infantry advance. Hopefully, they could probably destroy. Try to think. I don't even know if it would be able to destroy a T-55 or a T-72. If I've even got the names of them right, I don't really play as REDFOR. I'm more of a NATO man myself. But yeah, that's it for the park ships. I hope you enjoyed just having a wee nosy at the park ships before you get the game, just to see what the new ship warfare is going to be like. Even though this doesn't show you, the beta does not let you use the ships at the moment. Just lets you view them like this, or in some cases, watch them burn. Nice little bit of fire. So on that note, thanks for watching. Bye.